guys, it's Drunk with Friends. It's your girl V.
And this is Willis.
And we're back for episode 4, season 4. Yeah, we're excited, man. We're going to talk about a couple topics. We're going to go into these rules, which consist of drinking a shot in the beginning, drinking a shot at the end. If either one of our phones go off with volume, which I think mine is off now, we have to take a shot as well. Yeah, you will be the main guilty person. And with that being said, welcome to season 4. Get your shots up. Let's get this thing rolling.
Episode 4.
Cheers.
Cheers. Ooh. Oh, how was your Labor Day weekend?
It was eventful. I went to Philly and went back home.
Okay.
Spent a couple good experiences with my friends, family. Finally saw my goddaughter.
Oh.
For the first time since she's come home from the hospital.
Nice.
She was a preemie, and we're glad that she, did well enough to be able to come home. Now we're just waiting on her brother, and hopefully, next couple of days.
Twins? Yeah.
Yeah. But he had a little bit of complications.
Okay.
So we're waiting for him to come home. But outside of that, it was pretty productive. Had time with my bestie. Spent time with my father's side of the family.
Nice.
Had some drinks, of course. Had some good eats. I mean, what more can you ask for? Safe travels up there and back. So, I had a great, really productive. I've noticed, though, I'm not as young as I used to be. I'm still young. But, man, as soon as I got on the road, like 20 minutes later, I was sleepy. I was like, no, I need to get up. I need to wake up. It's only like 8:30. Like, why am I falling asleep? But I think because from all the excitement and adrenaline of the day,
right,
I started coming down, and my body was like, yeah, girl.
My GPS, when I went up there a couple weeks ago, it said like 2 hours, 45 minutes. I knocked it out in 2
hours and 45 minutes?
Yeah. From
Silver Spring?
Yeah.
Nah.
Going up 95.
Nah. I don't know why. From here, it tells me...
I went like 6 p.m. at night.
Wait. That's my thing, though. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm saying 6 p.m. at night. Yeah. True. But now I was going to say, did you take off the thing of tolls?
Oh, yeah.
It's normally like $2.45 if you're avoiding tolls, but if you're using your Easy Pass or whatever, it's like $2.15.
Okay.
Yeah, and I normally make it in 2 hours. One time I made it on $1.45, but we're not going to talk about that.
And then whatever that road you gotta take coming from Philly to DC, it's in Pennsylvania. The highway, them roads are fucked. Like I felt like it was like boom, 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 boom.
76.
Yeah, I think I was. Yeah, them roads. I hate them roads.
Yeah, well, it is what it is.
Yep.
But how was you?
Labor Day was good. Spent some time with my nephew. Cooked out, grilled, threw up, hangover.
Bro, what's going on with your stomach? You can't drink anymore?
I don't know.
We're gonna have to substitute you with a real drinker.
What did we do? We did like a big ass, like we had this big basin jar with a little spigot at that. And we did strawberry margaritas. Okay. And it was Avion. I had bought like 4 bottles of Avion from the liquor store. Mm-hmm. And for some reason, I don't think I ate enough. That's what I think. Because when I went to sleep that night, done. Yeah. Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to get you in the liver. You'll be all right.
Mm-hmm. We had a ribs competition,
A ribs competition?
Yeah.
The bar must have been low then, if you won. Just saying. I don't think I've ate any of your food.
Have you?
Never. Only thing I've had is that was your mom.
Alright, next time I grill, I got you.
Yeah, but yeah.
You been over? No, I didn't grill when you came over. Yeah, that's right. Alright.
That's crazy. What kind of friendship is this? That's all I'm saying. Even Joe V, shout out to Joe V, who's not even a cooker, cooked me some asparagus. That asparagus was bomb too. He did a good job for the cookout I had last weekend. It was good. He cooked asparagus, but at the end of the day, he knew his strengths. He cooked what he knew would taste good. Vegetables, and that's fine. You go ahead. But anyway.
All right.
You ready to start off, or you want me to start off?
I'll start.
Okay.
All right. So.
Sit back away from the mic.
Okay, my bad. I'm so used to it. Yeah. All right. So, this lady, she had an opinion, and I just want to get your view on it. Okay.
I'm listening.
Help me to understand why attention is the new currency for women. So, regardless of whether you have a man at home, whether you have a family at home, whether you have the job of your dreams, the house of your dreams, the car of your dreams. Apparently, none of that compares to you posting on Instagram or Facebook, twerking, dancing on tables, drinking, getting liquor porn into your open mouth, taking pictures with your tongue out, going around half dressed. Like, help me to make it make sense. Since when did attention trump self-respect?
That was easy. I know the answer to that. Ever since women started having low self-esteem, they need extra validation. Yes, that's I'm about to go in. I know a couple of women that are associates of mine that have a lot going for themselves. Very good in their career. Very it's what other people consider wealthy, as far as, having good friends, have the cars that they want, have the house that they want, got a child or not a child. Everything is going in their favor. At least that's how it looks.
Right.
But they still will be on Instagram being provocative or have to post their whole lives. What's going on today? I'm pregnant now, my fiance just came back to me. Like, we have to know your whole life story, because you feel like you need validation from everybody else. You don't have the self-esteem to be happy with whatever you got on in your life. You're content with this going on in your life. You got to have everybody else congratulate you.
So, do you think that seems more like an oversharing issue, though? Is it so?
Yeah, they're over. I feel like when you're oversharing, it's because you want to be. Good job.
Oh, validation.
Okay,
you want,
and that people think of validation in such of like that type of like, oh, good job.
Right.
But I'm taking on the level of like, you need someone to be like, oh girl, you look good. You need somebody to tell you that guy to be in your DMs so you can air them out so you get more attention. You know what I'm saying? You need that validation of, I'm praying for you and your family. I know some sickos who have put out information, lies about somebody dying or about having a miscarriage, just so they can get the attention. That's sick. That's sick. It's different levels to it.
So do we blame social media or self-esteem?
First of all, that's like saying, are you going to blame the gun for shooting somebody? You're going to blame the person that pulled the trigger.
Everybody's doing it though, especially with social media. I feel like the younger you are, the more fucked you are, because you're coming into this. I'm a little older, so
Right, but I think that for me, it's a difference of the people who are doing this for their livelihood. Right. The influencers, of course. Like, for example, Ari Fletcher. I don't know what she really does. Besides being a social media influencer. She be shaking her behind, she be dressing, and that's, at the end of the day, that's your main way of income, sis. Do what you do while you're young, while your body's still intact. Do what you do. I'm not a hater, but for other people who are like, their 9 to 5 is a librarian,
right.
And then you do like, why? It's like when you start doing all that extra, it's like you're doing it because you want to feel important. You want someone to say something. You want that attention, because obviously you're lacking being grateful for, not being grateful, that's the wrong word. You're not really happy with yourself and all the accomplishments. It's not enough for you. You need that other person to validate your own actions. Oh, I got a new car. That's one thing. Shout out to my best friend. I won't know nothing happened unless she called me. She don't post nothing. Like, she posted about the twins after they were already here. Granted, everybody has their, myths and stereotypes of, don't tell nobody about baby if, after their first trimester, all that stuff. But she waited till they were born. You know what I'm saying? She don't put online like, oh, I got a new car. Nope. I had to roll up on the weekend like, this ain't the red one. Where oh yeah, we got that like, I think last November. I'm like, girl. That's somebody who doesn't need all the validation from other people of, oh, I did this, Right. Now, I'm not saying it's wrong to share big accomplishments. Girl, if you just got your master's or your doctorate, girl,
go off,
sis. You worked hard for it.
Right. But
you telling me about every single paper that you got an A on, every instructor you had a problem with, how you had to drop this class. We on this journey together, apparently. And that's
like,
what
I'm
people,
part of it too.
You've heard about people who say, oh yeah, don't tell me you're taking a hiatus off of Facebook. Just go. Those people who announce, oh yeah, I'm going to take a break from social media you're looking for people to be like, why? Bro.
You don't think, like, just devil's advocate, you don't think she's giving like auntie vibes, like hating on the younger crowds?
Who
the lady that we just watched the audio from.
I think she may not understand fully
Right.
Because there's levels to it, right? I feel like with every conversation, I'm always saying that there's levels to it. There are some people who are doing it literally for a paycheck, i.e. Ari Fletcher or any other influencer on the gram, right? But there are some that are actually just doing stuff to be validated. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I've seen like stuff on like shows and stuff all the time where they'll break bones, get cosmetic surgery, and all this stuff just for likes. Just for the validation. You know what I'm saying? Like there's two different categories. I feel like when it comes to that. So I don't think she's hating it. I just think she doesn't understand why this generation is doing it. So someone needs to educate her that hey, it's not all of them doing it for the wrong reasons. Some people are, look, I was born with this body and I'm in the era where you know, I can make money on this way and not having to sell my body in so many words, you know, as far as being like prostitute or whatever. But I can literally just...
There's such thing called virtual hoe.
That's
how OnlyFans was built.
Facts, that too.
That's virtual.
So my thing is, get your coins. I'm never going to be here for somebody getting your coins. But it's like, you either going to be a spade or you're going to be a club. You know what I'm saying? You can't be a split club. There's no soup for that, you know?
I do think it's disturbing when people use like you said earlier, like you know, it could be like a miscarriage or death in the family and they want to post everything.
Yeah.
I do find that very weird.
Yeah, like everything. We gotta know everything in your life. Yeah. Like, alright, for example, I don't call you posting up all like it's the start of the school year, right? You see all these kids in their uniform. That's to me that's normal. People, proud parents, that's normal day-to-day stuff, right? But out of nowhere, you're now posting about, oh, you had this argument with this teacher, and then now you have to do this for this soccer game, and da-da-da-da. Like, sis, you sound like you don't want to be a parent. Like, those are the things you had your kids sign up for. You know, like, these are the pros and cons of involving your kids in extracurriculars or having kids. That's what goes along with it. We don't have to hear about your struggles every single day. For us to be like, keep strong, sis. We're praying for you. Oh, how's my nephew? Like, it's like you want it. I've seen people so stuck to their phone. Every time a Facebook go off, they looking.
Yeah.
Like, bro, that notification won't be there in an hour. But enjoy the moment where you at.
Didn't we talk about like last season, like how there's like a thing attached to like likes? Like when you see a like, it's like some type of like dopamine that goes in you, especially if you get like a lot of likes or a lot of scenes or a lot of views. Yeah. It's like it's a drug.
It is a drug. There are people. Remember, jokingly, remember like do it for the vine. I ain't gonna do it. Like it was a big thing, and people really was doing any and everything to go viral. Even now, people do any and everything to go viral. 100%. They be, let's say on the simplest level, they be dressing up dogs, right? Putting them in little things, doing little TikToks with them. Wholesome content, but at the end of the day, what are they doing? They're doing it for the likes.
Yeah, 100%.
They're doing it for the likes. You know what I'm saying? And then you put it on a bigger scale. You I guess doing the cooking channels or doing the twerking, all that stuff. You're doing it for the likes. Sometimes for people it's to make money. The other times it's really for the attention. You have no life outside of the likes and the DMs and that extra because you So then let's go deeper. Does that tell you something psychology wise? Like, yo, there was something missing when you was a kid. You either didn't get enough attention, someone, or what was it? I was watching this anime and the person was like, yo, my parents used to say good job every time I brought A's home. Good job. So much that they got addiction that like when she got to high school, she was helping out. Oh, I'll help you with your chores. And then, oh, you're the best person, just to get the praise. Right. And then it starts getting embedded as an adult. You're over there staying to 9 o'clock at night overdoing it because you want that manager to be like, oh, the employee of the month and everybody congratulates you. When at the end of the day, people start being not envious, but just be like, this goody two shoe. It started to grow some type of hate or distaste for somebody who, and then you don't want that feeling growing, but that's how stuff end up happening. So yeah, it's something lacking of always needed attention. Maybe the people who coddled you, maybe you never were told you were wrong. You know, that's another thing, not being told you're wrong. Maybe something happened in your childhood that makes you overdo it.
Okay. I do think social media, through social media, there's no filter, so you can see if someone has mental issues.
What you mean? Social media got all the filters.
I mean, pictures, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like all these celebrities. They'll be going off the deep end of some shit that they think they're right about, and once everyone leans on them telling them they're wrong, they're like, oh shit, maybe I was wrong. So it's definitely that, you know, you gotta watch what you say, watch what you do, but it's also instant gratification, especially when you have lower self-esteem. There's some people on social media who have high self-esteem. It's just, I don't know. I guess it's just, like you said, the way you use it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's mine. You got one?
Yeah. I got one. So I don't know if I would do this. I don't know. I may or may not. I don't know. We'll see. So I'm gonna play this video. And I'm just gonna lay it out. It's about it's a baby shower, and this lady asked people to leave if they didn't buy a gift, and her question is, "Am I wrong? Am I wrong?" Right?
All right. Go
so here we go. And
ladies and gentlemen, earlier Tia got a very special announcement for y'all right here, right now. I'm gonna give the mic to them. Let's go.
Alright, so first and foremost, thank y'all all for coming. Appreciate y'all. Definitely got to give a shout out to everybody that played a role in this.
Not everybody, because some people came and didn't even bring a gift. Say something, because this kind of gives me wedding vibes. At my wedding, a lot of people came, but they didn't bring a gift. So if you came to the baby shower and you didn't bring a gift, you can leave. She didn't mean that. No, I meant it. I meant
it.
Baby hormones. It ain't no hormones. She didn't mean that. I meant that. I meant exactly what I said. So if you didn't bring a gift, you can get up and go. I said what I said.
Wow.
Yeah, I did. That's what I'm saying. It's the baby hormones. I said what I said.
She said what she said.
Alright, so at the end the DJ like doubles down and says, well, if you didn't bring a gift, you know that there's an exit on the left, exit on the right. Yeah. And like he doubled down on what she said. So I'm gonna ask you first. Like, how do you feel if you were, you're married now and baby shower may be coming up sometime next year or whatever.
For you?
For you.
Okay.
I'm getting married next year. I'm talking about you. You're already married.
You usually ask people to get married.
Anyway,
kids real quick.
Right, so yours will be here before mine, obviously. Thank you. Like I said. Anyway, let's say it's the baby shower.
Go ahead.
Because this man about to get on my nerves already. And Leona goes on there and be like, yo, if y'all didn't bring a gift, y'all can go out the back door.
Yeah.
How do you feel like she would be wrong?
No. So.
And that's what she was like. It was giving me wedding vibes because a lot of y'all came and didn't bring a gift, and yeah, that's not happening for the baby shower.
You gotta know who you're dealing with. It's certain family I really don't expect things from because they might not be able to afford it.
Right.
So
you making excuses for people.
I mean, they're coming to support. But they might not be able to afford a gift.
But
I mean, you have every right to say,
Yeah, but they come in there eating your food, sitting down in this environment.
Yeah.
They made her come out their way to come eat your food and all that.
I mean, it just depends on the people. Like, even with over the weekend at the cookout, certain people didn't bring nothing but took all the to-go plates.
That's almost like a staple, though. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying it's almost like a staple. You already know who they're coming in there with 100 paper plates, and then they're using 50 of them to take food home. Yeah. Because they want to put one at the top and at the bottom and use all your foil.
I mean, she spent all this money. She has every right to say that. But I also feel like when it's a baby shower, anything you get is a blessing. Mm-hmm. Now, if you're depending on everyone to buy you certain stuff off your register, or you're just gonna be without, it's a big issue.
Yeah.
So
I think for her, it was the fact that those same people who were there didn't do anything for their wedding.
So she was tired of y'all freeloading ass niggas.
That's what I heard.
That's all I heard.
That's what I heard.
Y'all got her at the wedding.
Right. Me personally, I would have been behind it. I mean, I feel like as a woman, it's all right. I'm gonna say this as a woman coming to a woman's baby shower, because because we know guys forget a gift. I don't know what to do. Maybe diapers. I don't know. But as a woman coming to a baby shower, there is no reason that you should come to a baby shower empty-handed. Yeah. Even if you don't know what type of formula they need or whatever, Pampers is like the go-to for anybody, and everybody.
Honestly, I don't even think guys got that excuse anymore. Gift cards.
That too. But at the end of the day, they don't know. They don't be thinking about what gift. Right. They just there. All right, babe, we're going to such baby shower. Did you get them something? That's where we all go. Did you get them something? All right, here's $50. So you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But for you to come as a woman, you come into a baby shower, especially if you already have kids.
Yeah.
You out of pocket, bro. So I'm not mad at her for that. Now, me personally, I'm just realizing stuff because I'm getting married for the first time, right? So I wasn't always aware that you had to bring a gift or send a card. That was something my mom would normally take care of. Because I've always gone to like family people weddings.
Oh, okay,
so
gotcha.
like, you know, stuff like that. So I was like, now it's my turn. I'm like, I'm doing the registry. I'm like, these niggas ain't buying this shit. In my head, you know.
Cut it from the list.
Right, like, I mean, these niggas ain't buying this shit, but I made sure I put cheap shit on there too. And when I say that, I don't mean like cheap as in quality, but I mean like, all right, give me this $30 blender, or give me this spatula set, or this knife set that's for you know, stuff like that. So people in our bracket who may not always, like you said, be in the best financial standpoint can get that. And then for the people who really want to bless me and want to give me that dual coffee maker from what's the company?
Espresso maker.
Yeah, the espresso maker. That's $200. If you want to bless me with that, then that's up to you. You know, there's levels to it. I got something to the point where it's like $6. You know, just so that. Well, I needed like, you know, I like the wood spoons and like the little fancy plates, so when we cook, we can take pictures of on the cute plates and stuff like that. But yeah, at the end of the day, God has blessed me. That honestly, if no one gave me anything, I would be fine. That's not saying I don't want people to give me something, but I'm blessed enough there. Like, what they're giving me is extra, because at the end of the day, I'm sewing into myself. This wedding gonna happen with or without y'all, with or without gifts.
Right.
But when it comes down to a baby shower, it's not about me per se. It's about the baby. Mm-hmm. So whatever you're giving me is gonna help take the stress off of me financially, of me having to find diapers. And at this point, baby formula was a big shortage this year and last year. Mm-hmm. If you can find that for me, that helps me, you know, out tremendously. So I as a woman, I don't see me not coming there with a gift. I don't care if it's bottles or binkies, you know, your little, you know, pacifiers.
But you blankets. Publicly call out your friends and family like she did.
Yeah, I would be. I think about it like, but that's like you said, you know, your family, your friends.
Right.
I know my family and friends. Like, even I'm like, somebody told me, he's like, yo, half of the people on your list not gonna bring you nothing. I was like, but you don't know my people.
Right.
My people are pretty good. Now they're really resourceful. I don't see none of my, for a wedding, something as big as this, I don't see them not buying anything. Like, even if it's a monetary gift, I don't see them not. Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, it'll be some that may forget, and then they'll hit me after, like, oh sis, I got you on Friday, whatever. I don't see them not nothing. But maybe it's because most of my friends are couples up now, so they have that partner that's like, hey, did you see the registry? Mm-hmm. Because I missed it. It was on the RSVP. You know what I'm saying?
And nowadays with technology, I had family members that hit me up the next day after the wedding with cash apps and just start sending me shit.
You see what I'm saying? Like, so
it just depends.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you should
do like a box and put your little cash app symbol on it. Like, you know, that'd be dope.
That'd be dope. But like, even still, I'm like, because what we're gonna do, we're gonna set up a fund for our deck, and that like people who want to give money to us, it'll go towards our deck fund for the house.
Right.
And then we'll have the regular registry for people who want to buy us gifts. So whatever contributions or whatever gift, or if you want to do both, hey, let God use you. You know. You know. But I feel like, which her message again, like classic, her message wasn't wrong.
Yeah.
But the delivery could have been a little bit nicer, I feel like. And that's coming from someone who's a very blunt and is very, you know, I would be like, hey guys, if you have not given me a gift, our Cash App is posted at the door. We'll take any financial contributions as much as possible.
But that's politically correct. That's being nice. You wouldn't be like, if you didn't give us no gift, hit the door. Don't get no food.
Yeah.
Fuck chicken or fish. Get out.
Because my thing is, unlike weddings, most of the time when people click on your link, they have the option for it to come straight to your house.
Yeah.
So you already know kind of
especially
sort of
Amazon.
Yeah, especially honestly with any store. I was at my friend Paul's wedding a couple months ago, and his was from somewhere else. He had different. It's like one registering link, but it was stuff from different places.
Right.
But it still literally will go straight to their house. They're like, all right, we'll let such know that your gifts is on the way. That way, when we come there, we don't have to come there with nothing in our hands. I'm like, I haven't been to a wedding in a while where someone's literally carrying the wedding gift in.
Yeah.
Like most of the time, people send it beforehand or they do a card.
Yeah.
Like no one does. No.
Yeah, you're right.
So I think the message I'm on board with, but the delivery
could have been better.
Yeah, it could have been better. Kick them out? Nah. I'm gonna let you sit there and eat. What I'm also gonna do is you're gonna probably see a request.
You're gonna hear my mouth.
You're gonna hear my mouth. You have a request $50 for that plate you ate.
That's tacky.
I feel like that's better. I'm not doing it in front of everybody. I'm not calling you out in front of everybody because you didn't see the video. A couple actually got up and walked out.
Damn.
But my thing is, at least they respected her to do it. So I'm like, hey, somebody was like, this is ghetto. I'm like, so what's ghetto? Because remember the whole thing was for weddings.
It's a little bit.
It's a little tacky, but remember it was the whole thing when they was charging people invoices who didn't show up to weddings. They were saying that was ghetto and tacky too. That's not ghetto and tacky, bro.
No, if I paid for a plate, you said you were coming. I'm
like, bro, the RSVP is normally sent out 4 to 5 months beforehand, and you mean to tell me in 4 to 5 months you couldn't find a babysitter? The only excuse I will allow is monkeypox and COVID. But even with COVID, they only saying
monkeypox and COVID.
Huh?
Monkeypox and COVID.
Yeah, those are the only excuses I will allow for you not showing up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to hear I couldn't find no babysitter, or I have a flat, or I can't find a way there. You had a whole 17 months
to figure this shit out. Yeah.
I don't want to hear it. Yeah. I don't want to hear it because it's already stressful for the bride and groom anyway, getting everything done. But then paying for somebody who's not going to show up.
Yeah, that's fucked up,
bro. Especially as much money I'm spending. Oh, we're gonna talk.
But I even had people that said they couldn't make it and still send gifts.
But you know what? I respect that because the way I heard the breakdown is supposed to be is that the value of the gift is supposed to be about the same amount as your plate. Yeah. You're sitting there.
Yeah.
Obviously, we don't know how much y'all spent on our plate, but obviously, $100 to $150 gift is about the range of your plate.
Yeah. All right. So I got something that's gonna be a little you might not agree with. Some cause some tension. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this is guy. He's in New Orleans. He's asked this woman a question.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready.
Relationships. Who's more easily bored in relationships, men or women? Women. If women are more easily bored, why are they more likely to want marriage and commitment? Status. If women are strong and independent and don't need no man, why does the pressure of marriage and commitment typically come from women? They're liars.
The truth.
No, that's her opinion.
I mean,
the opinion doesn't mean it's true.
I mean, I felt like she was speaking some truth in there.
I mean, I feel like for some people she probably did. This is the premise of saying that everyone is the same. Somebody's getting married because they want status. No, I'm getting married because I love this man and I want to be with him forever.
So you didn't feel the pressure.
This isn't like Game of Thrones. I'm getting married into a wealthy family. Like
no. But I think women do have that pressure, like since birth and childhood. Like they look down on certain women that haven't been married or can't get married.
This is 2022. No one looks at people like that.
I think they do.
No.
And I think a lot of these people.
No.
I think a lot of women and men get married just to say they did it, not necessarily because they're in love. They'd be like, "Oh, I've got chosen. I've been married."
You ready? You ready for some truth?
Go ahead.
The reason why men and women get married a lot in this era is because the dating pool is trash. And they've been with that person they've been dating or in a relationship with long enough, and they're like, you know what? From what my single friends and my single bruh's been telling me, ain't shit out here. So I might as well be with the person that I've been fucking with for this long time and settle and build with this person, because I already know their goals. I already know how they handle bills. I already know how they keep a house. They already know that they can cook. I already know all of this.
Right.
And for a woman, they're like, yeah, I already know his flaws. I'm willing to accept these flaws. But clearly that's a two-way street. I'm accepting both of each other's flaws, so we can build together. There is no such thing if I'm doing it for status or for clout. I mean, like I said, that's not a blanket. That's not a blanket statement for everybody. But this is 2022. There are successful women out here that's never been married and running businesses by them fucking selves. There's men out here who's never been married and they've been bachelors forever. People do what the fuck they want. They're not letting society dictate them no more. That's why I'm saying that whole thing.
It's antiquated. That's what you're saying.
Bullshit.
Because there was a thing, especially like back in the day when, like, you know, the midlife crisis, like, oh, I'm 40 and I've never been married, or I'm 40 and I don't have kids, and
that was back in the day, bro. This is 2022. I'm not gonna keep
you're saying women don't care anymore about being married? I'm
saying women who are single don't care about being married anymore. That's what I'm saying. People who are in relationships, they don't. Well, let me say, I can't speak for everybody's relationship. I feel like you should not get in a relationship trying to build with someone if you don't expect to eventually get married to that person. At this age, let's put it like this. At this age, if you like,
well, you just want someone to be monogamous with,
then that's your business. That's your business, but you're not doing it for status.
No, I'm talking about, like, you can be with somebody and not expect to get married. You seen that before?
Yeah, I've seen it before. Again, but that's their business. No, if somebody sees, we've come from the generation where, oh, that's my mom, that's my dad, but they're not married.
Yeah.
But are they putting their business out there for status or for or anything? No.
Okay.
They're living their best life. That's the one that got me. It was like, we're getting married, and it was like, well, what about the women that does that? They're liars. Bruh, you don't speak for everybody.
I mean, she was an older lady, so maybe that's how she grew up. Because I do remember that was a thing back in the day. It
was a thing back in the day, and that's why I keep on bringing it back to the present day now.
2022. 2022. They don't give a shit.
We don't give a shit.
I'm going to ask y'all.
Yeah, we're going to ask. Because at the end of the day, even people who get divorced now, they don't give a shit. Remember back in the day, it was frowned on. Oh, you're divorced? There's people that's getting divorced and getting remarried and getting divorced and getting remarried. They're like, oh, third time's a trick. Nobody gives a shit anymore, because at the end of the day, is my bills getting paid? Or my kids healthy? Or am I successful in my career? So what the fuck does it matter?
True. So maybe the fact that women are so independent, they don't need marriage anymore.
But that's a two-way street. Men are independent as well. There's some men who's like, yo, I'm tired of this female bullshit and da-da-da. I'm going to just focus on me. And what happens? They go in the gym heavy 5 days a week. They get their body all set. What happens then? They eating right. They taking care of themselves. They out there. What they do? They buy them a Mercedes or Audi. Like they focus. Oh, their bachelor pad. They focus on them. It's not just a two-way street. And I understand. I'm always empowering, independent black women, or just independent women. Period. What?
The way you just said it. Independent black women.
Yeah. Independent black women. Period. But I'm just saying, like, no one really needs anyone. And I know we watch all these sappy movies on Lifetime and Hallmark. I'll go ahead and take that shot.
That's the video footage.
Why you open it up?
Because I was moving to the next time.
Either way,
I'll take the shot.
I'm just saying, we don't need energy. Back in the day, it was like, that's my hat, that's my heart. And, granted, will we cry? Will we be, devastated for a year or so? Like, though, yeah, because you thought that was your forever? Yes. Mm-hmm. But it only takes one good time for you to wake up and be like, you know what? This is not who the fuck I am.
Yeah.
I gotta get over it. Because at the end of the day, I'm not gonna let my misery or my depression overtake me. And they gonna get on their grind. So that's what I'm saying. We are the generation where we don't need anybody. We want somebody. And because we want somebody to grow old with, somebody to just have that connection with, to have kids, we do, and we compromise for what we want. If you didn't watch last week's episode, Compromise versus Sacrifice, definitely go back and watch that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we do what we want.
So Instagram family, is there a pressure for women to get married anymore? Do they want that status anymore? Let us know.
Yeah, you let us know, because y'all heard my answer. I said what
2022.
It's 2022. You don't gotta do nothing you don't want to.
INDEP.
I mean, think about it. Back in the day, we were in that time where we were property.
Yeah, sure.
So we have broken away from what.
Look how far you came.
Look at that was a smack, and just in case y'all didn't. That slap wasn't a joke. We have come to a whole different generation and a whole different standing in society. We take what we want to. Period.
Facts.
All right. So my last topic, and we're going to go ahead and wrap this up.
Okay.
Before I have to kill Willis, and this is kind of sort of on the not on the same wavelength, but I want y'all to hear it. All right.
Married fans, we married Forever. And we wanted Forever to act like a fan. And Forever's not impressed. Forever's not impressed. There's a different culture and code for Forever that fans don't have to adhere to. Talk about it. So she wasn't, I'm not impressed, sir. Pay these bills. That's cute.
Hold on, you said it's a different code that Forever operates in that fans don't. What is that code?
Fans are so temporal. Fans are only here for victories. Forever's here.
Sorry, guys.
Forever's here for defeats.
David?
It's facts.
Do you hear what you just said?
I did. Fans only celebrate in victories. I'm only as good as my last trophy. Forever says whether you have a trophy or not, I'm with you. Now, what Forever also says, if you do not have trophies, you have to level up. I'm going to be here, but level up. I will never be a fan of yours. I will always be your Forever.
God dog it. God dog it.
I thought it was good. I heard it. I was like, "Ooh, that man, he's spitting."
Yeah.
The difference between a fan and Forever.
You're Forever, Joel.
No, you said it horribly.
My bad.
Okay. Let's stick to the topic. Okay. Fan versus Forever.
Okay.
So just to recap, fan basically saying is that person's there for your trophies, for your victories.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're there when you're on top. Kind of sort of like how, you know, the people who what do they call them? Oh, when they flock around celebrities and stuff.
Paparazzi?
Not paparazzi. The fans, the hoes that be flocking around them.
Yeah.
No,
the fans.
No, it's something else I'm looking for. It's another word when you're like popular and they try to be around you. But anyway, I'll think about it. I don't know. No. Okay. You're messing it up. I'm pretty sure like Dula or somebody's like this word they're screaming at the podcast right now. I can't think of it. Okay. But anyway, you have those people that are just there for when you're up, and then as soon as you get an injury, they know where to be found.
Yeah, fans are fickle.
Right. Whereas Forever, I think we've seen these movies plenty of times.
Yeah.
I think one that comes to mind, Just Right, with Common, Queen Latifah, and what's her name? Robin Thicke's ex-wife, Paula Patton.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was there when he was, you know, getting all the championships and getting all the awards, and he got injured, and it was like he may not be able to play again. He's out of season for the next 3 months. She was, I can't handle this. I can't do this. Queen Latifah stayed around, got him in shape, doing therapy, getting him ball, getting him confident again, and now she want to come back when he did good in the game. You know what I'm saying? Fan versus Forever. That's a very good movie example of the difference.
Fan versus Forever.
Fan versus Forever. Mm-hmm.
So your Forever doesn't necessarily mean like you're in a relationship with them. It's just somebody that supports you through the ups and downs.
Well, he said that most people marry the Forevers.
Yeah,
so that's why
there's their okay, the movie reference does make sense. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
So like your Forever is like even if you don't get a trophy, it's okay, but now you gotta level up. So basically they're pushing you to be your better self. Like, all right, you may have not won this championship.
But does that happen to the regular people or just mainly celebrities?
No, it happens to regular people too. How many times have you had a woman hold down a man who doesn't have a job? Yeah. Who gets let go of a job?
I'm talking about like a regular person with a fan.
There's regular people with fans. I'm seeing.
Social media?
Not even just that. I think we're using the word fan as like a literal fan.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Versus like somebody just in your life, just period, for when you're up.
Got it.
That's literally leeching off of your success.
Gotcha.
Like
if you weren't who you were, they wouldn't be
like
here.
For instance, I feel like myself, I'm doing pretty good in my life, and somebody who only comes around when I'm like buying shots or someone who only comes around when we're going out to eat, or somebody who's only around when I'm throwing a barbecue. But when it's time for me to move, where they at? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It doesn't strictly mean just the word fans of how we understand it. It's just the fact of people who are just there when everything's great. Right. But when you're on the ledge of, not literally on the ledge trying to jump, but when you're depressed and you're down, there's always that couple of friends of like, yo, V, this ain't you. Willis, this ain't you. What the fuck's going on? Nah, alright, I know you lost your job. I know your car repo. What the fuck that mean? Get up, grind. This ain't you. Right. You know what I'm saying? Someone that's there, and that's what the real definition of friends. You know, I'm bringing it back down to the friend level. A good friend is, they're there for you when you're down, when you're up, when you mid, like, they're throughout the whole journey. So that's why he was like that. You got to marry your forever. Your forever isn't impressed about your accomplishment because they already knew you could do it. They're like, oh yeah, you got a promotion. It's potential. They already knew your potential. Gotcha. Like, oh yeah, I knew you was gonna get that job. I told you, just patience. All right, bet. What's your next goal?
What we doing next?
What we doing next? All right, we can celebrate now. All right, get acclimated to your new position, whatever. All right, but what's next? Where's the growth at? Yeah. And then when you get stumped down, like, oh yeah, I messed up this project today. All right, that's cool. You messed up. You took ownership for it. So what are you going to do to fix it? I'm not impressed with, your accomplishments. I'm impressed of how you bounce back. Yeah. And even then, I'm like, all right, what's next? Yeah. That's forever. Where a fan is like, oh, you fucked up? Right. Damn. That's crazy. All right, well, I hope it goes well.
All right, my nigga. All right. Catch you on the flip. Right.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
All right, that was a good one. I like that.
Yeah, fan versus forever. Alright. So hopefully you guys know the difference between fan. At least that's my definition. If you guys feel like it's different, fan versus forever, in any aspect on a friendship level or relationship level, please feel free to comment and let us know what you think. Because I could be wrong. Am I mostly? No. But that's not the point. Tell me how you feel.
You can never be wrong.
I mean, no. I didn't say never. I just said on this one, I think I explained it well with good examples where y'all could agree with me. Again, that's all I'm saying. So, Willis, why don't you go ahead and tell them where they can find us?
I was really about to say the same shit. Mm-hmm. You can find us everywhere. You can Google us, Drunk with Friends with a Z at it. And you can find us on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Castbox, Pandora, Alexa, TuneIn, Podbean. We're everywhere.
Everywhere.
Also, find us every Wednesday on YouTube.
Yes, regardless if we post it or not.
Yeah. You can find our YouTube page, DWF Podcast. We're there. Usually when V posts stuff, there's a link. Click the link in the video. Click the link in our bio.
And our stories.
Drunk with Friends on Instagram and Facebook. If you want to come on the show, holla at us. We'd like to collab. Yeah, that's where they can find us. This was a good episode. We talked about some emotional stuff.
We talked about some real deep stuff. And watch when I get off the air. I'm going to remember the word that I was trying to look for.
I think next week, with our guest next week, we got to find some turn up silly shit. There's going to be a lot of laughter.
Alright, it's your prerogative. You choose what you choose.
Alright, you guys. Let's take this last shot. Yeah. It was a good pot. It's a good pot. And I guess we'll see you guys next week.
Of course, as always.
Alright.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.